just do the show, boss. I was just hitting the record button. We live, baby. Let's go. If y'all in here, hit that live button, hit that share button. It's gonna be a heck of a
share. Don't care.
You sent the link that I sent you, right? The last one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did that link to your social media, right?
It should.
All right. Testing on the 1, 2. We waiting on you guys to come in. Should I give them a little I can't even say it right. Mood music before we start. We got 2 minutes, y'all. We like
you
to
got
share,
music?
make sure everybody. I mean, I got a little music, so you know what I'm saying.
Man, don't.
We live on YouTube. If you ain't on YouTube, if you see YouTube right now, hit that refresh button. And so you can see that we are here and we are live. If you guys been waiting,
here, right? We here, my dear.
Need y'all to share, give us some thumbs up. If you ain't on YouTube, if you see YouTube right now. Oh shit, I forgot.
Look at you, loud and clear, man.
I know, right?
That boy loud and clear, man.
The boy sound good.
That's how the old players say, man. They say that boy loud and clear, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me talk to him, man.
Let me talk to him, man. Let me talk to him. All right,
yeah, man.
Let's get something going here.
Shot. Still giving new game.
Once again, we got 1 more minute, y'all.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I see.
Shout out to all the old players.
Hey, keep a lookout. Keep a lookout for a number below, y'all. That's going with this conversation today. We need y'all to go on here and keep a lookout. Marley's in the house. What's up? My man, Marley, man. I love Marley. Marley just comes in, man, on time, all the time, man. That's what guy. That's what's up.
Hey, that's my brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. My brother, man.
Hit that share button. Let everybody know that we here. We in the house.
You know, they family, man. They really, they locked in with your boy, man. Real fam. And, you a brother. You a part of the brotherhood, man.
I see you, Gussie Gus. Gus is in the house. I see you, Gus. Appreciate you tapping in.
I said it's family. Damn it.
Yeah.
Gus,
family.
Damn it,
family.
Man.
Just appreciate you tapping in. Give me that like buttons and share so everybody else can kick in. I see the numbers going up. I see y'all coming in. I'm only going to give y'all another 30 seconds. Let me see if I can get something out of Fat Boy before we get going.
Man, listen, man.
All right, I ain't gonna mess with you.
Turn to an old player, man. Now, listen, man. I'm still like a boat, man. Right. I ain't got nothing for, man. If it's clever, man, man.
That's right. 20 seconds, y'all.
Before, man. Hey, Big O.
Big O's in the house.
I just was talking about you, man. We got Vlad in the building.
Vlad's in the house. What's up, baby?
I just was talking about you, Big O. Yes, sir.
Always. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all sharing you guys on YouTube as well. Y'all on YouTube.
Got some stuff for y'all, man. Share on your platform. In here today, so I'm excited.
Get some love. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If you're on Facebook, hit those like buttons in that love. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love so we can get. You ready, Fat Boy?
I'm ready, man.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get this started. It's about that time. Let's go.
All our illusions will disapparate, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace. I love y'all.
The reasons that we
What's up? What's up? What's up, baby? It's Breezes on Fired Up Thursdays, man. And yeah, that's what it is. We're actually, I'm fueled, by the way.
Fat Boy in the building, you already know what type of time we here.
It's the place to be, man. You know what I'm saying? To give us your reasons on the topics we're talking about today. And we got some topics for y'all. Y'all seen the title. Y'all see what's going on. We also have an 800 line for you guys that have been in abuse and stuff like that. And then also, if you guys have any helpful information, I have a hotline. Y'all can call in on that. It's our hotline to the station to hear. You know what I mean? And let us know your ideas as how to get over abusive relationships, right? That's what's up, man. Hey, dog, you ready, man? You ready?
I'm ready, man.
I you know me, I always go through these little TikToks or Instagram. I'm always searching, and of course, I've come across someone or something that basically, says that, how women judge us black men by our accolades. So I'm gonna let you guys, check this out and see, and get your opinion on what y'all think about judging black men by his accolades. All right, here we go.
Look at black men beyond their earning capital.
Right.
Because we are living in a country that is systematically trying to oppress black men financially. A black man may never be able to step into my shoes and do what I do and make what I make. Don't fall for what they're trying to do to make you feel like your man ain't if he don't have what you have or he don't make what you make. I think that the first way we could better support black men is stop looking at their pockets before their characters and hearts. I think that black women can better support black men by not judging them by their accolades or acts of service. I think that we need to look at black men beyond their earning capital.
Right.
Because we are living in a country that is systematically trying to oppress black men financially. A black man may never be able to step into my shoes and do what I do and make what I make. Don't fall for what they're trying to do to make you feel like your man ain't if he don't have what you have or he don't make what you make. I think that the first way we could better support black men is stop looking at their pockets before their characters and hearts.
What you think, dog? What do you think?
Oh man, that's a lot.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. Talk to us.
Pockets before you look at their characters and heart. It was a bar. I just want to lay that out there. Unfortunately, because I don't want to generalize, unfortunately, this is the reality for some women. For some women, I don't want to say most. I don't want to say all. Right? I want to say some. Right?
Right.
I think that she made great points about how black men are systemically, basically disenfranchised financially, right?
Yeah.
But
do you agree that it is harder for us back out here than it is for anyone else when it comes to us, our accolades? You know what I'm saying? As far as
I think society is on men like that. I think that amongst our women, because we were part of the men diaspora, right? They hold us to the same standard. I think it's just a man thing. I think that all women, and they've been taught, or not all women, I think that demographic of women that chooses to look at a man's financial situation before, or accolades before she looks at his character. I think that those are the women who are kind of calling the shots right now. I think that's also the reason why the divorce rate is extremely high, because you have to look at both sides of looking at a man for accolades only and not character, right? And only because I tell them I trip off women, right, a lot in the dating world. Like, all I gotta do is take you on a trip and buy you a steak and we together and you in love. Like, that let me know more about you than you think.
Right.
That lets me know that any man can sweep you off your feet. right? If that's that, because it's always going to be a man with more, right? And I think that's the issue that I see in society today. So to answer the question,
and
I
not
do
the
think
black men.
that men in general are judged based on their accolades,
More than others.
than their morals and character. However, I do think that because black men are already systemically oppressed, we are too more oppressed in that area as well, right? Because it's just the reality. However, I think it's a global. Men around the world are experiencing this, and to minimize it just to black men, right? Not minimizing, just to narrow it down just to black men is kind of minimizing the impact that it has on the world and society, right? Of this type of mindset, and so of that some women have, and so I think that as men, I be on John all the time about it. It's just focus on yourself, man. And the woman that's for you, she's gonna recognize you for your character and your morals over your accolades. And that's what I have for that today.
Okay.
We got comments too.
Oh, do we? All right. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. I would say yes. In general, you know what I'm saying. And me in general, we're pretty much judged by accolades, or of course these days, whatever, as to what you got, as opposed to knowing that person for one, what their let me turn this up. One, what their potential is. You know what I'm saying, as to growing when it comes to a relationship. You know what I'm saying. If you guys trying to grow, and then you know what I'm saying, just for that man of his self. You know, the encouragement that you can actually be behind that man, as opposed to looking at where he comes. So I can say this: most men that got it already and they're single are not really out there looking for the good woman to back them, because you don't have it no more. I mean, because you already got it. So some of them don't look for women to back them. You know what I mean? Because what would they have the attitude of what I need you for, and then that's when you get those narcissists, those people that think they, can talk to someone any kind of way or do things or any type, treat a woman any kind of way and stuff like that. You know what I mean? When understanding, women, when you got these guys that does have, their accolades a lot more better than others, or well-being is better off financially than others, or whatever. There's a price that comes with that. You know what I mean? As finding, and I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every man or everyone, but majority, you know what I'm saying, is it this case, what I'm trying to state now, is that they basically, already have it. So why are they really looking for, a woman to really back them? And not to say that you, I don't know, not to say that you really like have to have somebody to back you it's always good if you see a lot of successful people, or especially when it comes to men, it's because it's a damn good woman behind them. And most of the time, the damn good woman was there when they were down. You know what I mean? Because that woman were able to realize and see that man got some potential to grow. That man got some potential to do the things that he want to do. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just don't have that push that you need. You know what I mean?
Because a man that find a wife, he find a good thing, man.
Right.
That's
what
they say.
I mean? Yeah. Let's get to the concept.
That's biblical. That's text.
Marlon's saying, "Oh, good family." Nothing. Okay. Here we go. All right. Oh, go ahead.
Big O said, was just talking about this today with the older lady. She said, women respect the working man, and I told her not all. I've been dealing with this all my life. Go to the next one.
Oh, do we? No.
Being judged for not being the type of black man most black women want: thug, gangster, rich, etc. Yeah,
thug, gangster, and rich.
But you know what though? I found a safe space in that now, Big O. Cause I don't want them either. That's the thing. Like I found a safe space. Those women I don't want to deal with anyway, right? I'm looking for a woman who's has an elevated point of view and who understands where I'm going, who understands my intellect, who understands how I articulate myself, how I carry myself, and that I'm working to be a better man. If they don't understand it, it ain't for them to get it. I always tell Marlon that. It ain't for them to get it. I think a lot of times as men, we try to make the woman that ain't for us for us. We have to really learn that, hey, if she not getting it, if she's not it, she ain't it. And that's okay, right? That's okay. It was a great experience. I met a great woman. I'm not going to be bitter about it. However, I'm going to move accordingly. But I do think you absolutely right, though, Big O. But as men, we can't feel slighted about it because those women were meant for us anyway.
Yeah. He also says it's really bad in hot spots like in like a California.
For sure, because all these women want to be popping.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of them. I don't want to generalize. Something.
A
nice amount of these women here want to be popping. There's some beautiful working women here.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are, but what's up, Kanisha?
Amazing.
Appreciate you tapping in.
Hey, Kanisha, what's happening?
But yeah, back when you said a lot of, it is about a lot of bad, hot spots here where that's all they see. That's all they see is dollar signs. That's all they see is what kind of money that they can get out of you, as opposed to, or either how much you can take care of them or whatever. And like I said, when you look for those, and that's what you try to get, one, you're expendable. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, if I got you and that's what you want, and once I get tired of taking care of you, then I can go to the next one because somebody else want to be taken care of too. You know what I mean?
Stupid
and you're wondering, oh, why are you cheating on me? Why are you really? Come on. What did you bring to the table? Yeah, what did you bring to the table? What is it that you basically
don't do that? Don't say that because you sassy when you say that.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what they say when you say, what do you bring to the table?
When you bring the table?
And it doesn't necessarily bring finances.
No. It's not talking about
and to be a better man, because that is the role of the woman. And
exactly.
And that's not a generalizing state. That's a factual state.
Right.
Statement.
Jill said, I respect a man that has made something out of himself. He doesn't have to be rich, just continue move forward. Yes, to move forward. Agree. Yes, but it takes Jill, it takes a real woman to see that, Now don't get me wrong. Now you got to be, at least for me, you got to have some sort of attraction. I mean, you just because you're supporting me or being behind me or something like that or whatever, I still have to be attracted to you as well. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be attracted to me as well. You know what I mean? In order to, just because we doing certain things and making certain moves or whatever, when we wake up in the morning, we look at each other, am I happy seeing what I'm seeing? Are you happy seeing what you're seeing? You know what I mean? It takes a lot, you know what I mean? So like I said, it in order for something like this, or for someone to actually respect you in a relationship and everything, is basically someone that's growing with you and not growing because of you. You know what I mean? That type of thing. What I got?
That's good stuff. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, if you guys
pick another one, G.
I'm another one.
Gonna let you know. Get another woman, man. If that's the case, she can be replaced.
Right.
And I'm gonna let you know it. I've been on all sides of it. Fuel will tell you, Black Lift will tell you, John, Marlon, anybody that know me will tell you, I've been on all sides of this thing. Listen, if it's not an asset, it isn't a liability. As my boys say, if it ain't beneficial, it's artificial. Yeah. Yeah.
You said that part.
Yeah.
Linda, what's up, Linda?
Come on, Linda.
Linda's in the house. Go ahead.
True riches come from within, not from the bank account. A quality woman will be able to recognize that and invest the time in getting to know the man's character.
I had to give her some. I had to give her some on that. I had to give her some on that.
And you know what? And I'm about to give you, since you said something like that, Linda, I'm about to say something even more. I think vice versa. For when a man is dealing with a woman that makes more money, right? And being able to look at her character and not how much she makes and how you bring value to her other than money. I think that's a big importance too as well. So I wanted to add on top of that. So I appreciate that comment, Linda.
Well, I think a woman that's bossing, I don't think a lot of women that's bossing outside of the household want to be the boss at the house. You know what I mean? And so you have to play your role as well as the man, you know what I'm saying, to treat that woman like a queen. You know, let her understand that, you know what I'm saying, it's us two. Now, you know, this is your comfort zone. This is where you come to you know, let out whatever situation, problems that you had or whatever at work. You know what I mean? But this is not the place where you come in and bossing me around too. You know what I'm saying? And women don't really want to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Because women, when they work, as long as they work and as hard as they work and making the money that they make, whatever, you know, they do that just to have wealth for themselves and their family as well. But they also want to be treated like a queen when they get home. You know what I mean? And so, you know, so sometimes, you know, us men get, because we're the man of the house or whatever, we got to still be this attitude and all that kind of stuff when she comes home, and she ain't looking for that. She ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm the man. So what? The point is how you treat that woman when she gets home. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Go ahead.
But Jill says, I personally feel like I should be my husband's encourager. He can do it without me, but I want his life and experience to be better with me in it, cheering him on. I mean,
lives in the building. What's up, man?
Right on time too.
I know, right?
When I was giving Jill the.
I'm sorry. Look, I gotta. We had to deal with this HOA stuff, man. Look. When you live in an HOA neighborhood, man, this stuff is crazy.
Handle your business, man. Handle your business.
Justin Bieber out of 2 houses.
Yeah, look, man, you ain't got to tell the people out there.
They kicked Justin Bieber. They kicked Justin Bieber out of 2 houses.
Smooth up out of there.
Yeah, ever since I heard that, I said, yeah, HOA ain't nothing. He's a real star. Like they kicked a star out. Yeah, you doing what? And you gotta go.
Look, they live in and they have co-ops in them buildings, and the co-op is like,
right.
Nah, we ain't having that.
All right, man. Back to the conversation.
Okay, I done missed it, but let's go. What you got?
So this is what we were talking about. The women judge black men by his accolades. Why or why not? So, you know, I don't know if you can read the comments. You see the comments going down that people has been saying.
No, they judge them by penis size.
Where you go with that? Hold up, man. Where'd you go with that? What you mean they judge by penis size?
That is a thing. Jay.
It's a thing.
I believe that. I believe
it's a thing.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I mean, but
you get hit with a hook.
I mean,
no, I'm just playing.
Going too far. You're going too far, man.
Hey, how you gonna say go too far?
I didn't say that.
He the one came up with the dang.
Because you started this.
You just started this shit. What the hell? He talking
Look, I said what I said.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess you do. You have a point though.
No, for real.
Hold on, man. I got it. Look, I'll be right back. I gotta close my door. Yeah.
Some do go there. All right, I got you. Some do that
Marshall,
though.
ignorant as hell.
What Marshall say?
Hey, get your
Where
friend.
The women? Marshall?
No, for real, Marshall.
Marshall.
It's all. We got Jill. Jill's here.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Hey, Marshall, bring the women. How about that? And coming up, you guys, we're letting y'all know too. I have a number, a hotline that you guys can call. Call in if you got a question. Matter of fact, I should put it up there now in case somebody want to call and talk. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm on the way to the next.
Pause. Yeah. That's crazy. That was crazy.
What's that?
Black Liv, you baited this shit out of me, man. Pause.
Y'all see at the
I'm gonna be saying pause all night.
Join the conversation live, y'all, at 747-998-3492. If you guys are want to weigh in on what we're talking about right now, hit us up at join in on the conversation live at 747-998-3492. All right, and I'll put you in, and you can talk with us on the radio. All right. All right, y'all see that? Oh, hold on.
Funny.
Oh, I got you. All right. I'm slow motion on these controls today. I'm slow motion on these controls today. But y'all see the number down there scrolling. My women might be too. Oh, hold on, but
too classy. What?
Bring there? Get out of here, boy.
Right. I guess Marshall think we all got ghetto. What?
No. Man, you have to know Marshall. He ain't got no
Marshall.
All right,
Marshall, man.
You ain't got nobody that classy. You gotta know Marshall.
Marshall been wild since I met him, Black Liv.
Since we known him, dog.
Okay.
Since I known him, Marshall. Wow.
Marshall be hanging out at IHOP.
Oh, you probably right too.
I love Marshall though, man. Marshall should always support us, man.
That's what's up.
I appreciate you. Marshall.
And if you want to call in, like I said, Marshall, even if you want to call in, you see the number scrolling at the bottom, 747-998-3492. No, I done gave him Marshall.
Yeah, man. Give that man no ideas, man.
Let me see if hold on. I had to make sure the phone is even. All right, the phones are up. It's on. So
phone lines are up. Let's go.
All right, man. Well, let's get into the next topic. I mean, you got any more on that lift, or before we go into the next one, or what? You good?
I mean, I have to say that yes, unfortunately, black men are judged by their accolades and by what they have. Unfortunately, it's part of society. If you are a working black man who's like working on himself, working on trying to be a better this or better that, a lot of women won't give you the time of day. It's about what you have, what you can give them, this, that, and the third. And and my biggest thing I love is all these women that are out here talking about ain't no good men. It's good men, but they at work. You know what I'm saying? They out here working as a plumber or working on the lines or doing stuff like that. Yeah. But you ain't trying to give them no time of day because they drive a Honda Accord and not a Maybach.
True. Yeah, but sometimes, and then also, ladies, don't get it twisted neither, because sometimes
those are broke bumps.
Sometimes you can get with a guy that don't have much, and you try to support him, but if they're narcissist himself or whatever, and try to belittle you or make you, seem less important than they are, and all this type of stuff, whatever, within a relationship, it's not a good relationship. And we're going to get more into that too. Coming up with the main topic, suffering delays of abuse and everything in a relationship. Okay, so but it's that time. You know what time it is? It's Fat Boy time. You know where he brings us the history and blackness, baby. Let's go. Who we got today, Fat Boy? History and blackness with Fat Boy.
No, man. We got this one I took from my pops, y'all. We got excuse me. Welcome to another segment of History and Blackness. We got another one out the case. My light-skinned brother, Danny J. Bakewell, Sr., born 1946 in New Orleans, is a pioneer African-American civil rights activist, media mogul, business developer, and community builder, whose impact spans social injustice, economic empowerment. Raised in New Orleans, he later moved to Los Angeles during the height of the civil rights era, where he began his career as a director of new careers at UCLA before co-founding the Brotherhood Crusades in 1968. For 35 years, as its president and CEO, he transformed the Crusades into one of Southern California's largest nonprofit community development organizations, distributing over $65 million to support grassroots nonprofits and underserved communities. He also co-founded the National Black United Fund, establishing a philanthropic network of affiliates across the United States. As chairman of the Bakewell Company and Bakewell Media, Bakewell owns and leads one of the largest African-owned real estate development firms on the West Coast and publishes the Los Angeles Sentinel and LA Watts Times newspapers. In 2005, he founded the Taste of Soul Family Festival, now one of the nation's largest celebrations of Black culture, drawing over 500,000 attendees annually and stimulating entrepreneurship and community pride in South Los Angeles. Recognized by the Los Angeles Times as one of the city's most influential leaders, Bakewell has received numerous honors, including the NAACP Image Award, the SCLC's King's Award, the JFK Profiles in Courage Award, and induction into the International Civil Rights Walk of Fame. His mission is reflected in his own words. I'm not against anybody, but I'm for Black people, for sure. Because I see us always left out, always left behind. If I'm going to have any role of leadership, I wanted to improve the lives of Black people. Through advocacy, media, business, and grassroots leadership, Danny Bakewell has uplifted generations and institutions, leaving an enduring legacy in Los Angeles across the nations.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So also, like you said, what's the celebration we have here at
Taste of Soul? I didn't even know that.
I didn't know he was over it, but I did read that.
I didn't know he started.
I didn't know he actually started neither. But of course, Taste of Soul is one of the biggest celebrations that we have here, which is fire. When is it? Like, is it June? Is it June or there?
It's always October. It's always later? In October.
Okay.
It's always in October.
So yeah, what did you say? Oh, still never been to Taste of Soul. Been in, I know, right? I haven't been there yet neither, man. But
you gotta pop out now.
It's so much traffic, man. That's what keeps me away from it, But I'm gonna have to bite the bullet one of these times, man, and just go early and leave. You know what I'm saying?
Just catch the train.
The train? Ah, okay.
Yeah. The Slauson train go down there now.
Oh, okay. What's it?
Yeah, you can just catch the train.
I didn't realize that.
Get on that park at North Hollywood and get on the train. Go back on the train.
All right, what's that? All right, that's what's up. All right,
you ain't gotta worry about traffic.
You hear that, big old?
You can get
catch the train, man.
You can really take the orange line.
Let's catch the train this year and try to go.
But Big O close. He ain't got no. He can get.
We might have to go out there, man, and do some interviews or something. You know what I mean? Get some people out here.
We should do that.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
If I'm not gone this year, matter of fact, let me pull it up. Hold on.
Yeah, see what the date is on there, and go from there, man, so we can see. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, all right, man. Have to clear my throat on this.
My dad, man. Shout out to my dad, man. My dad, man, is
what happened?
Probably one of the most brilliant men I know. He really a genius for real. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about the Brothers Crusade, but I'm not even sure if he knows. And when I see him Sunday, I'm gonna tell him. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if he knows that Danny Bakewell founded and started the Taste of Soul because he goes every year. We almost go almost every year.
Okay.
Or my dad definitely go all the time. Okay. I've been like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's what's up. All right, guys. What Marshall say real quick? I'll take y'all down to the Taste of Soul in my Pimp Mobile.
It's Saturday, October 18th.
Marshall, you stupid.
You heard me?
The 18th. All right.
Yeah. So we might pop.
Hold on. When? Say it again. When?
October 18th.
Saturday, October 18th.
October 18th. Okay. I got to remember that. I do a charity.
I know it's always around my birthday.
Yeah. He talked.
But I'm usually gone.
We can all dress like Shaft.
Like Shaft.
You're stupid, man. No. All right, man. This next one, you guys, of course, which is the main topic of what we're is suffering the delays of taking action in abusive relationship. what actions would you take? Is one of those questions that I'm gonna be asking. Yes, you guys see there's a number down there at the bottom that you guys can come in and comment on if you actually been in a relationship and got through it and want to share the story with us. Hit us up 747-998-3492 747-998-3492. The reason I brought this topic up as well is because we talked about abusive relationships and stuff like that. And it's amazing how bad and what other people don't really kind of see when it comes to this type of abuse towards you, and because you're in love and you're with this person and you want that person to be better, but that person just ain't, and you still try and try and try. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna give you guys this video. Of course, I always have video, and then we go from there, and then we'll be taking, answering questions and comments from there. All right. So here, check this out. Oops.
There.
I know, man. Hold on.
Look at you, man. What you doing?
I got you.
Y'all, I am so tired of this. I am so tired of this. Like, at this point, I genuinely don't want to be here anymore. Like, I just want my life back. I'm staying in a hotel right now. I haven't even been able... I am a lawyer. I need to be working. I haven't even been able to go home. I haven't been able... My son calls me every morning before school, and the first thing he sees to start his day is my bruised face. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to do anything. I got on here to tell my story, to talk about... This is between me and Ronan in my apartment building too at this point. I'm not someone... I've never cried on the internet in my life. And I keep seeing more and more stuff. It's like, I keep having to clarify. I have not spoken at all directly to my sisters since the argument that happened while I was out of town.
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna give y'all guys a backstory on actually what happened with her.
I was going to say, because you need to provide some context, because I don't know why this chick crying.
So. Yeah. But that's why. But this is leading up to. I'm leaving. I got you.
Because the comments is about to go crazy.
I know, right? So, I get out of here. Sorry, hold on. Let me get out of this deck. Oh, what's the name here? So, here, I'm tripping. All right. All right, so this young lady, you guys, and the funny thing is she looked just like my ex. Just like my ex. She can be her sister. Anyway, so she basically was in a relationship with this guy, right? And the guy was being abusive. She's pretty much a breadwinner. Like she said, she's a lawyer. So then she does these contents. So I'm sure she make pretty good money or whatever. And the boyfriend she has doesn't. Well, she was going out of town. She didn't want the boyfriend to go, or however, because he couldn't afford to go, or this, whatever. She didn't want to pay for it. They got into a fight. So the guy basically, all said and done, beat her up. He'd already abused her, right? And then he goes, and then she gets her keys and stuff to her sisters or whatever to take care of the place, or use her car while she's gone. She just needed to get away, for herself. And it's almost like trying to get out of this whole situation with the abusiveness and stuff like that in the relationship. Okay, so she comes back or whatever, and she had already told the security people there at the building not to let them in. They don't have permission to get in the building, but he's wooed them and swooed them, just like basically a narcissist can do, swoo someone into, getting what they want or getting into their, getting in her place. So anyway, long story short, her family basically was kind of like against her as well and all this type of stuff. Now, of course, there's two sides to every story, right? Of course, there, could have been something that she did as well, I don't know. We don't know everything. That everything's on the internet, of course, that she's on the internet all the time. And shout out to Love. Her name is Love X Brianna. If you guys want to look it up and look at her story on TikTok. Um, but the only thing is I don't care what if you're a guy and she's bruised up or whatever. It's just some wrong shit. Period. Period. Now to be her relatives, like her sister or whoever, and they're like, either taking the side of the guy or whatever the case may be, and you see your sister, your blood, being hit or hurt or whatever, and going through these things, even if she's toxic and blow up the relationship, the point is that's your blood. I don't know what the dynamics is completely between them or whatever the case would be, but still, that's your blood. Somebody else outside of your family put hands on your family, on your people. That's intolerable. I couldn't do shit. That ain't happening. But the reason I wanted to also put this on here is because there's times when something happens where you have to take action in an abusive relationship where you do have to, especially if you're very known on these platforms. And I'm saying this to this young lady, if she watches, ever, see this or whatever, or someone even share it with her to see this. I'm saying this to, to say, get off of social media. One, it escalates the situation even more by people being, telling and talking and whatever about what's happening, taking sides, this and that. Then you got people that's watching like ourselves on the outside, giving our opinions and being even verbally abusive as well. You know what I mean? And all that stuff is going to endure and take in. You got to try to take in all that stuff because you keep reading it. You got to get away from it. You got to get away from it. And I understand maybe social media or you might get paid by content and whatever because you got a lot of millions of views and stuff like that or whatever. But there's a point in time where this shit can break you all the way down, like you see her crying right now. She's breaking down to the point where I had to wait till the next day to see if she's going to be on because she sounds like she's just ready to give up on life. And I hated to see that and I hated to hear that, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons I want to break down or whatever as to, why people delay of taking action in abusive relationship. Just quit doing some things or whatever. And I wanted you guys' opinions as well as to what one can do in order to, take some sort of action to get away from this type of situation.
So there's so many things to address in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
The number one thing is you hit it on the head that you need to get off social media.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stop saying this dude's name because what y'all don't understand is these dudes is out here killing people.
Yeah.
It's women out here that's killing people.
Yes.
It's kids out here killing people over social media BS.
Mm-hmm.
You hear what I'm saying? I mean, flat out just shooting them, just killing them.
Mm-hmm.
So you need, number one, get off social media and stop saying that man's name.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, people will only do to you what you allow them to do to you.
Facts.
I don't know how many times I got to keep saying this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't give a damn if that's the way my family was acting. You hoes wouldn't have a key to my apartment. Y'all wouldn't have a key to my car. Y'all wouldn't even know where the hell I was. Location would be turned off. Only my best friend or somebody that you really think that you can trust would have my location just in case something happened to me and I got disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the only people that would have that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And another part, she mentioned that she has a son.
Yes.
So you got a child that is seeing you beat up. If you're an attorney or whatnot, my girl, it's time to disappear.
Yes.
I mean, disappear yourself. If you got good friends in another city, another state, somewhere to go, you need to make that happen.
Yeah.
And your son and get help.
Yeah.
Because look, restraining orders, O's like get a restraining order. Oh, yeah. Restraining orders don't stop nothing.
They don't hold water.
They don't stop nothing.
Not much. Yeah.
Restraining order ain't gonna stop that dude from showing up to her job, showing up to where she is at a club, showing up to her house. It's a judicial order. It ain't got nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. You
And
know.
if she not holding a blicky, she need to do something.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta protect yourself. Because apparently your family don't give two rats nothing about you. Talking about you got to go to work. I understand you got to go to work, but hopefully if you are good at your job and you did your job well enough, and you went to them and you told them, I need to disappear for a while. I need to work remotely for a while. I need to do something. Then that's what you do. You have to. There are so many people that go through this. Now, to not playing the devil's advocate, but here's what I'm going to say. Yes, there are three sides to every story. His side, her side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth.
The truth. Right.
But one thing that I'm going to say is that, once again, I don't know the whole situation. But there are some women, and I had to deal with this with my oldest daughter. So pretty much all her boyfriends, would try to put hands on her. And I'm like, there comes a point where it's like, is it them or is it you?
Right.
Because what I would tell her is that, and most of these dudes was punks. I'm sorry. They was
You said the punks. Yeah.
they was zesty. If you know what I'm saying. They weren't, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't them kind of dudes, but dealing with my daughter turned them into them kind of dudes. And I told her, I said, look, I'm gonna beat these dudes' tail anytime they try to put hands on you, regardless. But what I had to tell her is, what you can't do is you can't go up to a man and spit in his face and call his mama a hoe and do all this stuff and don't expect him to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, keep your mouth shut. There are ways to prevent this kind of stuff from happening. But once again, that's in certain situations. But yeah, she needs to get away and disappear. And I understand that it's difficult for people to get away from abusive relationships, but for her, it doesn't seem like she's brainwashed to the point that she really wants to be with this guy. She wants to get away from him, and so she needs to make that happen.
Okay, so and with that said, and I'm gonna get to you, Fat Boy, in a second. I'm gonna play this other one, and the demeanor and the way that let me just play it, and then you guys let me know what y'all think from there. But I'll let you know what I think from there. Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go.
Just projected on me the fact that you didn't. This weren't $400, first of all, but the fact. Give me no, they're mine. You already gave them for me.
I don't give a fuck no more. You're
no,
ungrateful, nigga. I
you
don't
just
have
said
shit. I don't have shit. Do you understand that? And I still went bought the shit. I just got the $200 right now, and I spent it.
You just bought the headphones because
fucking bro.
You
I don't have my rent.
Okay.
And I still bought it right now, so you can be fine.
Ronan,
you're still bitching about it.
Ronan, I'm not bitching. I'm telling you that you did not. Ronan, first of all, you are the one who broke my headphones. So the fact that
I understand
so that you had to replace them.
It could have been whatever until I had the money and I was comfortable, or at least until I paid my fucking rent. Instead, I said no. I was fucked up, and I went in there immediately and got them.
All right, I'll just give it to you back then. I'll pay for them.
What the fuck is wrong
I'll
with
give
you?
them to you back because look how you're acting.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't want to.
What is wrong with you?
I'm confused.
What is wrong with you?
Okay. That part right there, you guys, when she says I'm confused, you're an attorney. You're smart. Where's there could be confused about? You know, is that the way this person is talking to you, the way this person is disrespecting you, the way this person is hollering at you, it's escalating into something more and more and more and more. and you got to recognize that abuse or whatever in order to get out early. You know, because that was a recording, I guess, earlier before the actual fight. You know, that was like a few days or however many before she went to uh, out of state or wherever she went, to Paris or somewhere. You know, um, so I just you know, it's sometimes women are so in love with someone or so care about somebody so much to the point where they don't recognize how abusive things are going to, or how much it's going to escalate, you know. And so that's what I hate about her. Or not hate about her, but that's what I see about her or whatever, that, you know, she's talking calmly, she's being cool, you know what I mean. And but then too, she could be just being cool because she knows she's recording, you know what I'm saying? And then all that could be for clickbait. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if anytime somebody's talking to you like that or whatever, whether you're recording it or not recording it or whatever, it's somewhere that you got to get away from. All right, go ahead, Fat. Go ahead, Fat Boy. Go ahead.
Drop yours, because I got something about that last video you just saw. Go ahead, Fat Boy.
There's a lot going on, bro. I'm gonna drop this first. I don't think no woman should be hit in a relationship, at all. I think Black Lift made a great point about reading the room and knowing who you speaking to and how you speak to a person and their triggers. But it's something I want to address first, and then I'm gonna get to everything. Black men, we have to get therapy. What I seen in the second video versus what I seen in the first video makes so much sense on what I seen in the first video.
Right. You could tell that he needed help.
He needs help, but she's emotionally manipulating him this way.
That part. That's exactly what I was going to say.
She's emotionally manipulating him. The low voice and the tone in itself is manipulation, because she knows that bothers him. Clickbait. She knows that, one, we're watching. Two, in that same conversation, she's undermining him. In that same, right? Because what it looks like is that she demand, and I'm not taking up for him hitting on her.
No,
what I see
not at all.
This situation is it's a toxic situation.
Yeah, and you're escalating it.
She's just as toxic as he is. He's emotionally intelligent and don't know how to control his anger. I can hear it all in his voice. Right. But she knows that. And she knows the right things to say and how to say it to get him going. It's not an excuse. It's just the reality.
No. You're right.
And I think that as men, this is good stuff for us. Right? This is good information for you to understand that I need to work on this. I gotta be a good single, right? But I gotta learn how to be a good single, because if I learn how to be a good single, I will not allow you to manipulate me emotionally like this, right? For one, I wouldn't have broke the headphones in the first place to get myself in this situation, right? But I also would know that, oh, she's trying to clickbait. Oh, she's trying to, all right, I'm going to get up out of here. You got your headphones. I'll see you tomorrow. You can send the money and not send the money. Whatever you want to do, that's up to you. But she knows that he's insecure about how much money she makes over him. Right? She knows that. And it makes sense why the family
may know that that's what
ain't trying to help her out, because she's manipulating the situation, and she's playing on the fact that he doesn't have any money. Because what it is, what I'm looking at is, I notice that it's a certain kind of woman that dates below her type because she can control and manipulate. Because she knows another man that's a lawyer, she can't pull that with. She knows another man that's in her same league, she can't pull that with. And I want to keep reiterating, right? I don't condone abuse, right? But I have to address me.
That's true. Yeah, that's what I like about us.
when we combat these situations.
Yeah.
Because at first when Big O said boo hoo, I was like, oh man, you're going too far. But now
That second one clarified.
It's almost like she's setting up the situation to make him look like he's emotionally unstable, which he is. Right? I'm not gonna
he
definitely
is.
Which he is.
Yeah.
But what she's playing on, which I've been in those situations. I've been there. And I know what it's like to be manipulated emotionally. And I get irritated quick about that shit. If you got something to say, put it out there. If you really got don't manipulate the situation. Don't say, well, don't come with the low tone and act like you don't have an attitude when you do. Right? Because you know it's going to irritate me. You know what I'm saying? So now I know, put a button in it. Hey, I got to get off this phone. Hey, this. But when you don't have emotional intelligence, you defensive. You want to protect yourself, right? Like you said, I don't have nothing. I just gave you my rent money because you told me I got to get you this shit now. So you didn't care. You don't care. Right? It ain't like he a bum. He got his own spot. Right? It ain't like he just broke his fuck. So why couldn't you take your boo to Paris? Because he ain't got no money. So there's a lot of shit going on in this relationship. Not condoning him abusing her. That's where fellas.
But that's when you walk away, though. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get to a point where you have to scream and holler. You got to walk away because it's going to escalate into something else more.
Because you look crazy, bro. And now you 2 steps away from a domestic violence case.
Exactly.
But so like with the whole headphone thing, man, that's petty AF. You rich, right? You got money. Okay, I don't give a damn. Look, I've had my people in my life destroy all kinds of stuff. Do I care? No.
Right.
Because just like I got that, it can be replaced. Possessions are nothing. She was, and once again, the Fat Boy's point, I don't condone violence against women in any way, shape, or form. But the bottom line is she was provoking that dude. You know what I'm saying? You got bread, right?
So basically,
so wait a minute. So you can replace them headphones. Why are you trying to take this dude's last $200 that he gave you for his rent to replace your headphones? That's stupid.
So what you guys are telling? Hold on. What you guys are saying though is that she could have avoided this whole thing as far as one letting that go. And even letting him go because from what I'm seeing from the chapters or whatever, the guy always kept coming back. He even when she did try to say leave him alone or whatever, he kept coming back. So how does she avoid that? You know what I mean? How does that stop? Yeah, but the building people let him in this place.
But she lets him in the house.
No. It's a secure building or whatever, and the security, which she needs to sue them, of course, because when you tell them not to let nobody in your place or whatever, then you ain't supposed to bring nobody in.
You need to keep her door locked and call the popo.
With that part too, yes.
Because I don't care if they let him up, she ain't got to let him in.
Right.
You call the police, and then because unfortunately with these kind of dudes, it's not going to end until they start building up a case. Yeah, now, like I said, restraining orders don't mean nothing. But if you file an initial one and then, you keep calling and they keep showing up and dude is there, then they're going to do something about it. They're going to lock him up or something. Now, they're not going to be able to keep him forever.
She don't want to do that. She don't want to do that.
She doing this for the clicks.
She like that.
To be honest with you guys, I was my thing. I was hoping would not be the case, that she would be doing it for the clicks. I believe that maybe it did get so abusive, and she maybe wanted to share a story at a certain point, but to a point where your family and all this stuff is involved and all that's personal. That's where you take it and be like, get away. If you're sitting here crying and not to say you're waiting looking for somebody to feel bad for you or anything, but you have to have a state of mind of, let me get off of this social media stuff. Let me go into my, matter of fact, you just came from a vacation. Take another vacation or something to get away. You know what I'm saying? Away from them, away from the situation or whatever. Start new, start fresh, move. You got you like I said, if you making the money or you the lawyer like you say you are, you can get you another place. If it's that bad, you know what I mean? Is get another place. Is it going to be cheaper for you to get another place, or is it going to be harder for him to or you just want him to keep coming back, wherever you are, type of thing?
Okay, but let's also keep it real to the fact that Rob said, I don't condone any form toward women or men. Let's look at it from this standpoint to where, and like I said, we got to keep it funky.
Mm-hmm.
There's a possibility that she could be abusing him.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody, you know what I'm saying? Have you really looked at that standpoint?
It's a possibility. Yeah,
it is a possibility. That's what I'm saying, is that her videotaping all of this and doing all of this, once again, you complaining about a possession. Something that is nothing.
Yeah.
It should be nothing to you. It's a set of headphones.
Yeah.
You ain't got to wear them all day, every day. What are we talking about here?
But I think that was one thing leading all the way up into this trip. That's basically what that was, I guess.
That shit
all
was
that
overlay for the underplay. She went to go see some man.
Yeah.
Period. Marshall said never ever hit a girl, no matter what. He should be in jail, and someone should do to him what he did to her.
He did to her.
Okay. Marshall,
I mean,
now that we know though, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
she need her ass whooped too. No,
don't say that. No, she don't. Nobody,
not by him. Care. She need her ass whooped by another woman.
No, she don't even. Not even that, man. Like I said, that's a situation on both ends where you need, like you said, need therapy. You need someone to talk to, because you would not, if you're going to therapy or whatever, to get help as to not getting in a toxic relationship like that. You're learning what a relationship should be like. You're learning what, how a person should be coming to you, as well as how you should be going to that person. These are things that you learn in therapy. You know what I mean? Exercises and stuff like that or whatever, to get away from the toxic part, so you can recognize, hey, this ain't good for me. You know what I mean? That's what that's for. But if you're not getting that or whatever, yes, you end up in relationships like this, So I would say that, but I definitely, when it comes to the hitting thing, man, come on. I mean, every time you stay, every time you stay, your abuser gets more inbounded. Yeah, to continue or increase the abuse because it enforces that you will not leave. It enforces that you will not leave. That's what's up, Jill.
They both need help. Kanisha says, if I was a victim from domestic violence, last thing I would be doing is getting on camera. I'll try to provide safety and better environment for me and my child. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You don't keep videotaping. You shut that crap down and you move.
Yeah.
You get away from that.
Especially if you got a kid involved.
Exactly.
That's Kanisha.
Marshall, hire somebody to beat him up.
Beat him up. That's a good one. I'll do it.
Rob was late. Oh, okay. Don't worry, Rob.
What's
my
up,
wife
Jack?
Jill says, because women spend too much time asking the snake why he bit them. You don't need to understand why someone is rude or abusive. Just leave when they are.
And definitely don't provoke them, Jill.
That part. Yeah. And I guess the only part that got me is when you sit here and say, I don't understand. I don't understand. What? Come on.
You understand.
Yeah. That's I got that once you said that, fat boy. I was like, oh shit, that is. I didn't realize it like that at first. I'm thinking like maybe she's talking calm or whatever, but then too, I'm also looking like, okay, you're on camera. You know it's recording. He don't know it's recording. But you do. You know it's recording because you set it down or whatever, so it can't see it or know it or whatever. And then you're talking in a calm way when actually, like you said, you could have been as abusive too. But I feel like regardless, either way it goes, you've been hit, you've been in a fight, you've been doing this whole struggle thing, you on here crying or whatever. That's when you need to leave. You need to get away. Go somewhere. Go ahead.
Linda says, I think there's a big difference between posting as a cry for help or post to a cry for attention. She seems intelligent enough to recognize she should not provoke him when he is dysregulated.
Woo! Yes, I agree. That's exactly what you guys were saying.
Facts.
Yeah. They
They
would
will
both
both
benefit from receiving mental health resources to learn how to deal with their emotions. Exactly. Just because she's a professional
Don't
does not
mean
mean that she's a good
she
person, number
knows it.
one.
True.
And number two, it does not mean that she's educated enough to understand what mental health is and what the type of mental health that she needs.
That she needs
Because
as well.
apparently they both need some severe help.
Whose phone was that? That was me?
That's you, bro.
That was the hotline. It wasn't. But the hotline's up. It's up. It's up. It's up. If you guys need help or support for addressing domestic violence, please call the DV hotline at 800-978-3600. 978-3600. All right. We got more. We got more comments. We got more comments, man. Hold on. Let me get. We gotta get all of it. Oh, we already said that one.
Yeah.
Here, hit that one, Jill.
Jill says, true about restraining orders. I had a protective order against my ex. Then he started racking up violations of a protective order charge. It meant nothing to him. He stalked me constantly. Because by the time the police get there, they can be gone.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem. And if they don't have no proof that they was there or nothing like that, they're going to be like, okay, well, we didn't catch him. Ain't nothing we can do.
Yeah, it definitely was a restraining order on the person I got shot by. So I know it'll stop you. So
that part right there.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Where we got? And women know exactly what they are doing. That is true. That is true. There's never a good enough reason for a man to put his hands on a woman or vice versa. True. Right. And that's in case you missed it, Linda, that's exactly what we were saying too. That it's no matter what.
Yeah, matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, man. There's no call for the physical abuse, So
I've already told y'all my move is a mush.
It's a mush. The fact that she's taping the show is fully engaged in emotional warfare, and manipulation. The fact that she's taping it.
Yep.
When someone and I'm gonna play devil's advocate as well. When someone is in the social media limelight, and especially if they're making money, doing it, and this is this could be an opportunist type of thing, for this person. This could be paying part of her income. I mean, even though she's a lawyer, whatever, no telling what kind of lawyer she is. I'm not sure what kind of lawyer she is, but it still could be paying bills, and two, maybe she need the help. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she, want to expose this person for who they are, in order, to hopefully stop it, or for it not to happen to someone else or whatever, to be involved with this person. That could be a case too. Y'all can look at y'all. I don't care what y'all guys. Go ahead. I'm just saying it can go either way, but
it's a possibility.
But the smart thing not to do though is really is to be on there. Yeah, is to provoke him and then still be online, mentioning it. It shouldn't be another storyline about it. It shouldn't be another. Matter of fact, after however many views, you can take it down. Take it down. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And then start you on some whole new different shit, on some new different content or whatever.
But just to even put this out there, like I said, not condoning anything. He may be a bad dude, but if he was that bad of a dude, why would he even give her his last $200 that he was going to use for his rent?
Yeah, but there could be more content to that story, though. You know what I'm saying? There could be more.
I get it, but I'm still saying
from what we see on the outside.
But he gave her $200 that he needed for his rent.
Well,
he said that
he's stupid as fuck anyway for that.
Well, apparently he's not the brightest because he's out here beating up women, but that goes without saying.
But I'm just already show he need help because you go to jail for that kind of shit. No, for real.
He could have told her go straight to hell and not gave her a dime, but he gave her $200.
Well, I have to remember what the whole content of it was. It says now how narcissists act when you ask them to replace $400 headphones that they break. I guess he the one bought the headphones though, right? and threw out the
I
window.
don't know, but it doesn't matter who bought them. The fact is, it's a possession. It can be replaced.
Yes.
It don't have to be replaced right away. I would be like, look, baby girl, look, I need to pay my rent. I'll give you $50 a week, or what, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I can come up with.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be out here demanding full payment, and you know that dude is broke.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you emasculate him more like that?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
What do you think? Okay, so also in this story, guys, and we're gonna wrap it up in a few. Also in this story, it's the whole deal with her family, and her family being, not being supportive of her, I guess, and against her. There's something about her that the family knows that we don't know. That, for one,
Apparently,
because
yes.
if I mean, I can't see you giving your car to someone and they have it all week or whatever, and all that, and then all this extra stuff happens and they're not there for you. This something's up with that story as well.
Yeah.
But for Fat Boy, what are you doing? Anyway, I don't know what the heck he was doing.
we saw your belly there,
I
Fat
know,
Boy.
right? But yeah, so like I said, there's like you said, Liv, three sides to every story. There's three
Mm-hmm.
sides to every story. We only see that end. Although that I think the guy had posted something on his end where the family was supportive more of him or whatever the case may be, too. But regardless, even if he was in the right as far as the arguments, you're not in the right as far as laying hands on them.
No,
And
we've
that
established
part,
that.
yeah, exactly. In that part, you need your ass whooped. Period. Somebody,
And
need to fuck you up. Sorry.
and Rob's last post, the fact she's taping shows she is fully engaged. Well, no, not that one. Rob's last one. I don't think that, because if it was really for safety, she would have had the camera up so he could see it, so that he wouldn't put hands on her or he wouldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Or he would have
Rob, that's
the conversation would have
that's a
stopped
very
sooner. The
exactly. That's a
conversation would
very
have
good
stopped
point.
sooner, because basically, if you know that he's being taped or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then
Mm-hmm.
or it could have, but they also could have escalated too. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a camera in front of my face or whatever, making me look like such and such. You know what I'm saying? And he snatched that camera out of her hand. If he's the type of person putting hands on a female, it could have escalated as well.
Okay, but
So,
then the intent would be right there in your face.
true,
You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no shadow attempt. It
true.
wouldn't be nothing. It wouldn't be fake. It would
Mm-hmm.
be him genuinely
Mm-hmm.
being an asshole and trying to put his hands on her.
Got you. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to kind of conclude this with you guys. What I guess I did answer the question already.
Mhm.
Like, the action that
You got to get out of there. You got a
the action
kid.
that you would take. Yeah.
You got to get out of there. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Get out of the relationship. Get off of social media for a while.
Yes.
And get your life together, because you need help as well.
Because apparently, once again, she kept letting that dude in.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why. I'm like, no.
I mean,
I would get a pit bull, a big chain for my door, and all of that.
Yeah.
Nah, you ain't getting up in here.
Yeah, but I've seen women that has not been in the right state of mind and thinking, they don't see what's coming. When they're, especially if they actually really care about or love that person, they don't really see what's coming when that happens, whatever, which is a shame, because sometimes you do it and it's too late, because this guy could have killed her already, by the
sure.
abuse that you see that she had a concussion and everything, you know what I mean? So but like I said, the whole thing is when you guys out there and y'all in a relationship and y'all it's being abusive, get help. Don't share it with the public. Get help. Just get some help. You know what I mean? All right. That's gonna do it for us, man. Fat Boy, did you have anything for Lee? Oh, here, Rob had one more.
Rob says, I read an article where it says most of narcissistic tendencies are traits that women portrays, yet that's their favorite word. So that does seem to be the word of the day, narcissist.
Yeah.
There are so many videos out there, and unfortunately, a lot of them seem to be women talking toward men, and there are women that are narcissists as well.
Oh yeah, I know one. I know one for sure, for sure. Yeah, but all right, that's gonna do it, man. Hey, man, I thought that was an interesting topic, man, and I hope
Very.
it helps somebody. I hope you guys it helps someone. And like we said, if you have been in a relationship or in a abusive relationship, just hit that number that's scrolling in at the bottom there. 7 4. Nope, that's not the one.
You got to change the number.
Yeah, I know. This one right here. 800 978 3600. 800 978 3600. All right. And if you guys like the show today and you about to get off of here and leave, hit that share button before y'all leave. You know what I'm saying? Let us know so people can see it, because although we're live, it will record and it will be playing again later today. So and tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So you can go back and check it out. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
history in infinity.
There you go. All right, man. I thank my co-host for joining me today. I appreciate y'all, man. Of course, as usual, hope you guys have a good weekend. What you got for me? Liz?
Hey, just like Phil said, look, everybody that's here, or if you had to leave, hey, tell two people to tell two people to tell two people. We do this for
brother and
y'all.
sister.
We ain't got time. We can pick that one up next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Linda says that if you need help, you can also dial 988 for mental health crisis support. Linda,
Right.
thank you for that. That is
Linda.
true.
Thank you.
But as I said, look, I love my co-hosts. I appreciate y'all. Every day is a good day. Any day you wake up is a good day. And what everybody should do, try to make the next day better than the day before.
There you go. That's what's up. Bad boy, let's go, baby.
All right, y'all, man. I love each and every one of my calls. You know that, man. I pray for y'all all the time. For any dear brother, dear sister, because Black Lip been bringing them, send a 30-second clip no longer than a minute to firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. That's firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. And just have a blessed day, man. I miss y'all. I appreciate every one of y'all in the comments. It's a great show again. Great feedback. Linda, Kanisha, Marshall always, Jack, Marlon, all y'all, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all.
Linda, Rob.
Yeah. I appreciate every last one of y'all, man, for the love and support.
Right. And remember, man, we're going to start having this hotline open. So if you guys want to come in on the show and, give your comments and talk your stuff or whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? Come on in and join us. All right. We're going to have the number up every week now. And I think now that I got the whole program going, we can have the phones hot and ready. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. We'll see y'all next week. And remember, if they talk about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason.
All our illusions will get the parade, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to deal with this. I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back,